Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Mogg Monday. I believe this is episode 30, but I never check before I start because I'm just a goober. But I believe it's episode 30 of Mogg Monday, and what is going on? Companions are taking over Magic. If you're not playing a companion, you're probably not playing Magic anymore. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not super thrilled with the current state of constructed Magic. I've been drafting a lot. I played in the Lotus Box tournament yesterday. I don't know. This companion stuff is pretty omnipresent at this point. And, but, Infinite, new sub, what's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Thanks so much. So, we're doing Mogg Monday today. Quick announcement also, I'll be doing a major announcement after Mogg Monday. And, if you missed it, up on YouTube, make sure you look for that. Might do a John and Jim show today, too. But, Mogg Monday today, we're playing some Modern, and we are playing a companion. We played Lurrus the last few weeks, because if you play Constructed, you basically have to play a companion now. And realistically, there are about 5 or 6 like super good companions, so your deck is usually one of those. That's just how Magic is these days. You're literally playing one of the five companions, and that's that. Last 2 weeks on Mogg Monday were Lurrus in Legacy, and then Lurrus in Modern. And today we're going off the deep end. Off of the deep end. Completely off. We are playing Yorion Sky Nomad Goblins in Modern. Yorion's companion deck building restriction is you must have at least 80 cards in your deck. That's a lot of goblins. Also, other deck building restrictions, it's blue and white. And our deck is red and black. So Rakdos Goblins splashing for Yorion Sky Nomad, a 4/5 flyer. When it comes into play, exile any number of other non-land permanents you control and flicker them, basically. So we can flicker our Munitions Expert, do extra damage. Flicker Goblin Matron, get some more goblins. Flicker Ringleader, get some more goblins, right? So it actually works pretty well in the Goblin Shell. Sling-Gang makes some more tokens, things like that. Mogg War Marshal usually not in play, but it's a possibility. And splashing it's not too hard. We'll get to the mana base in a little bit. So we have one Yorion, of course, in our sideboard. That's our companion. And again, it's not necessary to cast Yorion. We end up stalling on mana for a turn or two, or on our colors for a turn or two. It's okay. It's just an extra card off to the side. It's not like we're mulliganing here. So Roast and Toast reset, thanks so much. New sub is Zach from Massachusetts, maybe in PAX East. Awesome. Miss Paper Magic. Favorite deck right now is Absent Cats. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it. So Yorion Goblins. So we're seeing a lot of the normal cards you play here. This is basically just every card you'd see in a normal 60-card Goblin deck, plus some more cards. So, of course, Yorion is blue and or white. So we're adding at least one color to our Rakdos Goblin deck. Why not add more, right? So we're playing Unsettled Mariner. And I think Goblin Lackey won. We played Goblin Lackey 1's deck last week here on the stream. I had been playing a 4-color Goblin deck with this card before, utilizing more of the 5-color lands. Well, now we're just playing blue and white anyway, so we'll just get it in there. Unsettled Mariner is actually really good. Sort of like a pseudo Thalia. Whenever you or a permanent you control comes to your spell or ability, counter as you pay 1. So it's basically just Thalia for things to target your stuff. And so that's the Mariner. Otherwise, we're just playing a few extra copies of our cards. We are playing some of the silver bullets that would only be in the sideboard in the main deck as well. So we have the one Chainwhirler in main now. We have one Trashmaster in the main, one Tarfire in the main. A lot of these were cards in the sideboard didn't really have room for. Well, now we got room. We're playing 80 cards. And the good news is in 80 cards, we're less likely to draw our silver bullets we don't want to draw. Mana base. 4 copies of Archiv's Astrolabe. 2 reasons. 1, fixes our mana. Obviously, we're trying to cast a Rakdos and Azorius cards in the same deck, And 2, really good with Yorion. Just flicker it, draw a card, simple as that. So very, very low opportunity cost, very high value. And our mana base can support it reasonably well. We're playing 12 fetch lands, as well as 4 Snowcover Basics, and then 1 of each duel, so 1 Stream Vents, 1 Sacred Foundry, to facilitate our Unsettled Mariners and Yorion Sky Nomads. Then we have 10 5-color lands. You have 4 Cavern of Souls, that one's easy. And then we're playing 2 copies of Unclaimed Territory and 4 copies of Ancient Ziggurat. Playing 4 Ziggurats because Ziggurat specifically casts Yorion. whereas Unclaimed Territory will probably not. We would like to name Goblin on our lands like this, and Ziggurat can cast all of our Goblins as well as Yorion. And while it can't cast a few of our sideboard cards, for the most part, it's probably just necessary to play this card, honestly, if we're playing Yorion in our Rakdos Goblin deck. So that's the deck. Pretty wild. I'm stoked to play it. Hopefully you're stoked to hang out and watch. Of course, Mogg Monday. Usually Monday mornings. Right now, Monday during the early afternoon. Be up on YouTube tonight. Missed it. And Krenko made the cut in the 60 card list somewhat recently. I came around on Krenko. I think 1 is fine because it's so good with Sling-Gang Lieutenant. But yeah. So, and then Goblin Ringleader, our percentages here are about the same as the 60 card deck. In the 60 card deck, it's like 24 lands, 4 vials. It's like a little over half your deck is Goblins. In this deck, a little over half our deck is Goblins as well. So we're just about at the same Goblin count for Ringleader. We're actually playing more fetch lands, so mathematically we should be like a little bit higher to hit on Ringleader. No Anti-Tobbles because Anti-Tobble does not cast Unsettled Mariner. Anti-Tobble does not cast Yorion Sky Nomad, and does not cast Arkham's Astrolabe. Getting enough fetch lands into our deck to cast Astrolabe is a difficult thing. Domo, resub, thanks so much, appreciate it. Let's go. Mogg Monday. Yorion Goblins. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. What do y'all think? Give me a keeper mulligan. Is this deck going to work? Keeper mulligan in chat, please. Is this deck going to work? I don't know. But we're going to find out. 80 cards. And the good news is our opponent's going to see our Yorion and probably think that we're playing like, some good deck. Like, the Urza decks or whatever. Let's go. Winning the die roll. Choose our companion. Our opponent can choose their companion. They don't have a companion. Impossible. And the one downside, I built this deck. The one downside to playing 80 cards, of course, that we're drawing Aether Vial less, but not this time. So we're going to keep this, and we got our Yorion, we got our Vial for our Unsettled Mariner. We're just going to get a basic here. Just going to get a basic. I'll be explaining the move stuff in my announcement after this Mogg Monday. So, alright, so we're just going to get basic Mountain. Hashtag soon. Alright. Also, today it's somewhat of a sad day. My opponent just reminded me, actually. They said they like the stream. Condolences for Zibby. Today would have been Zibby's first birthday. So I'd like to observe a moment of silence for Zibby, our little buddy. Please put your Zibbies in chat. I want to see 1,000,000 billion Zibbies. So today would have been Zibby's first birthday. And, hamsters usually live about 2 years. So his passing was early and unexpected. And we miss our little buddy. So put your Zibbies in chat, please. And spam it up. Go nuts. Moment of silence. Rest in peace, bud. Alright. Let's battle for this. Battle for the Zipster. Amulet of Vigor. Probably not great for us. Alright. Just trying to kill him, realistically. We're just going to play a Piledriver, and I guess we're going to fetch up, like... It's funny, because if they're going to Titan us with that thingy, we can take 12... Or, not 12, 8 and 8, 16, I mean, off a hasted thing. I guess we're going to fetch one of our... The mana is certainly pretty awkward, but... Unsettled Mariner helps stop Valakut, but... I mean, if they have a really... Oh my god, we get turn 2 here. They have a really fast draw, we just can't do anything. We'll see. We'll see what happens. They cast Titan this turn, we're just going to be dead, so... Good old Modern. Good old Modern. Any possibility of making a deck that has 2 possible companions, and you pick the better one for a matchup in game match games 2 or 3? That's possible, I suppose. I know there's like there's some people are playing Death Shadow, like Lurrus Death Shadow in Modern, and they're not starting the match with Shadow in their or with Lurrus as their companion. They're playing 4 Street Wraith, and then when they board out the Street Wraiths for non like fast matchups, they then companion the Lurrus. It's kind of cool. All right, well, they didn't do anything, so they have a bounce land in their hand and then nothing else. So maybe we'll get lucky here. I don't know. Draw land? No, that's a Mogg Fanatic. All right, so not ideal. Not ideal. We get to Mariner, which is kind of cool, I guess. Just attack for 1, see if they block too. It'd be kind of cool. It doesn't really matter, I guess. All our lands are already in play. All right, I guess we're on War Marshal and then Mariner here. We can Mariner on their turn. I believe there's also an Elf deck in Legacy that's doing the same sort of idea where they have Lurrus in their sideboard, and they're playing the natural orders and the big creatures main, and then in grinding matchups again, boarding out natural order, boarding out the big creatures on board, and having Lurrus the companion. All right, I mean they have Titan if they don't here. I mean they're doing basically everything else, so looks like they don't got it, which is pretty cool for us. So we should be able to kill them in like 2 turns. Hopefully they'll brick. Definitely not a matchup where we're interested in Yorion, that's for sure. Land? No. Trashmaster. So we had land, we could double Piledriver here, but we'll kill him next turn. I mean, like, you know, they have to find it next. And the thing is, now they can't get everything next turn with 1 Titan. I don't think. So we should probably be in really good shape, honestly. Just fire in Warchief, and I guess we're just gonna Matron for a Piledriver now because we can Vial in the Trashmaster next turn and cast Piledriver and Fanatic. So, well, I guess the Matron, I guess it is attacking, honestly. So attack for a whole bunch. They'll block the Grazer on the Piledriver. They'll block the they'll block the Azusa on a 1/1 and take 6. We'll have them next turn, assuming they don't draw Titan. Even if they do draw Titan, I don't think it's that bad, honestly. They've got all filler and no killer here. I kind of have a headache. I'm just turning the light off. I'm getting headaches if this light is on. I'm just gonna turn the light off. Deal with it. Legion Loyalist is okay. It's a little win more. You can just usually get another Piledriver. It's good specifically if they have like Field of the Dead, but all right. Let's just play all of our cards and kill them, I guess. Kill their amulets too. Yay! Hooray! Attack with everything. Mogg Monday. Just another Mogg Monday. Alright, so that was lucky. They just bricked horribly. We really have no sideboard for these matchups. Can't play Field of Ruin, given our mana base. Saw that Amulet wasn't very popular and Tron wasn't very popular, so I just totally cut any cards for those matchups. So we are really, really soft to be spending this matchup. We don't got much, but we're bringing a few Thoughtseizes and a squad. Cut like, I mean, Fanatic. I think it kills the 1/1, I guess. Chainwhirler is not great. It's Trashmaster. Killing Amulet at that point is almost irrelevant. We have Cratermaker, but we really want to kill it. Let's cut, like, I don't know, Pashalik Mons probably. Alright. See what we can do. Definitely not a good looking matchup for us. What's up, David? Yorion Goblins. Let's go. Look at the upside. We're on the play for game 3. Yeah, basically. Basically. Just another Mogg Monday. Wouldn't Tron be good at playing on these Lurus decks? I would think so too, honestly. I haven't played much Modern. I haven't played a lot of Constructed lately, honestly. I've been really turned off by the whole companion thing. I should have been having fun drafting. So I haven't played a ton of Constructed lately. So I haven't played a bunch of Modern. I don't know. Alright, so mulligan our no-lander into a one-lander. Gonna mulligan this one too. And we'll just hope we do well in game 3. Yes, keep this. Ship, man. Like, Fanatic. Probably Sling-Gang. I don't think that the Sling-Gang, like, by itself is doing much. So we'll just hope the Ringleader does some stuff for us. They're probably going to kill us. It doesn't really matter, but... Companions are pretty underrepresented in Historic, because people don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, they'll probably do something about Companions at some point. I don't know what they're going to do. And for me, the feeling like they're going to just change it anyway makes me very unenthused to play a format. Like, I was very unenthused to play in Oko Once Upon a Time Standard, because, like, it just clearly wasn't going to be legal for that long. And it just wasn't... That's not very exciting to me. Alright, so they got an Amulet, and they're playing it. And an Arboreal Razor, sure. Why are we playing Astrolabe? For a multitude of reasons. We gotta cast our spells. We can flicker it with Yorion. Oh my god. So double Amulet, but a bunch of green lands and nothing else really. Alright, I mean, we're just saying go, unfortunately. Yes, Yorion is here. Oh my god, they've got nothing. So they're just looking for a bounce land, basically. We're going to get probably like Steam Bench, like one of our off-color red lands. Okay. Vial going up. We need to play a Warchief this turn. Now, this territory could cast Yorion, so we're going to hold on to it. This is some mana base we got cooking here. Let me tell you. So their hand is just like probably a million. So literally, like, I don't know what bricks they have aside from just more Titans. Like, they just have any land in their deck cast a Titan. Most of their cards like get lands or do things with lands. So hopefully they'll just draw like Azusa, and we can still win. War Marshal. Okay. So we're going to name Bird. So you can cast Yorion next turn, possibly. And we're going to Ringleader and probably just Marshal. So let's name Bird. Just a common thing to name in our Goblin deck. And fire off the Ringleader. Hit Expert, Prospector. Not the best hits. I mean, next turn is going to be a really good one for us if we can get things rolling. But, of course, you have to, like, get things rolling, so... I'm gonna actually want a Prospector so I can get the full mana off of Mogg War Marshal next turn. So we can use all 3 goblins rather than just like not pay the Echo. Alright, so just like basically you gotta hope they brick. Honestly, even if they hit a Titan, they have 2 of the same lands in play. They can't Valakut us. Or I mean Field of Dead us. And then Valakut would require getting the 2/4 also, so Talek says I'll go against the grain here, and I'll say like the idea of companions, and I think they missed on the design. I think that the problem is that the concept is kind of cool, but it's just so different than how the game of Magic typically works, and because the design space for the companions is kind of limited, and there can only be so many of them. Like, if there had always been companions, and there were like 200 of them by now, and there's a huge variety of ones you could choose, yeah, that's cool. You know, sure. That is, you know, then where everyone gets one, you know, there's enough variety where you don't feel pressure to play one of like the 4 good ones. That's fine, but it's just so against the grain of what Magic basically is. You know, it's just, I don't know. We're still feeling it out. We're still kind of getting a thing, but so they get to bounce to Layer West, transmute it, probably either get another Titan, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna hit F6. What am I gonna do? Like, I just don't know if they realize what a big change they were making. You know, like, I mean, they transmute here. They can get Summoner's Pact. They can cast another Titan, but I guess they can like double haste, double attack. Yeah, he might just be dead here. Like, right now, the cost of not playing a companion in your deck is just so high. It just, I mean, I did a video on this on YouTube. You know, like just starting down a card because you didn't play a companion is just like almost non-negotiable. So you just it gets to the point where everyone has to play a companion, and your options are basically Lurrus, Yorion, Jengatha if it fits your already like linear deck. Maybe Obosh if you're a crazy person, or Gyruda if you're comboing. That's it. So, like, if it gets to a spot where it feels like 8, 8, 16, 17, 18, well, they can get the double strike land here. So, it gets to a spot where, like, if 80 to 90% of the decks are all playing companions and they're all playing the same 5 companions, like, it doesn't even, is that even Magic anymore? You know, like, it's not a bad idea. It's kind of a clever idea to have this card. Like, the restrictions are fun. They're really fun and limited, you know. But it just, the limitations of not being able to make that many of them because the design space is small, coupled with the repetitiveness of having only like 3 or 4 of them like seeing play, you know, like, it's just like it's not a bad idea. It's just not really working, you know. I don't know. We'll see. That's my initial impression. I think it's cool for standard, honestly. If they like ban the mechanic in all formats but standard, I think that's fine. I think it's kind of a fun thing in standard. It's a cool theme to a set, and it's a cool fun thing to do. But in how Magic works as a whole and how it's worked for the last 20 or so years, it's like just pretty hard to fit it into the big puzzle. And I think that Mark Rosewater has already said there won't be any more companions. Like, the design space is basically taxed. That's it. which is like, that kind of flies against what I just said. So, yeah, again, I have a video on YouTube. You can go watch it where I explain my fixes for Companion. Basically, just like each player starts one less card. But I think that just banning the mechanic outside of Standard is also like a possibility. It's just ludicrous out there right now. Like, it's just it's a disaster. Like, you play against a Companion, 4 out of your 5 matches in every league in non-standard formats. Look at the decks here, metagame. Pioneer. Companion. Like, go to Modern. Companion. Just like every format, like every format, every deck. Like. Alright, let's go. Yorion. This hand is not particularly great. We do have Vial on the play. It's not great. Maybe just because we have 80 cards in our deck, and like Vial's so important, we should just keep though. I'm just gonna keep. The thing is, like, you just keep banning them. I don't know. I feel like just banning the entire mechanic or altering it in some way is preferable. Just like banning this Lurrus, then ban Yorion, then ban Obot. Just like like just banning them all one at a time. I don't know. I don't really know what to do, honestly. My opponent's companion is Amulet of Vigor. All right, let's draw some good cards here. Let's draw some good cards. We do have 2 Thoughtseize in our deck also, so like we kind of want to get a black, but maybe we want to cast Yorion. I don't really know. All right. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Man, we're just like dead. They just have like a really good hand, looks like. Oh my god, they got everything. Yeah, this seems like a really bad matchup for us. We just have literally nothing for the matchup at all. And we're just... A card like Yorion just doesn't do anything in a matchup like this because it's kind of like a slow, grindy card. And they just kill us on turn 3, so... Not a lot of time for slow grind. Arkham's Astrolabe. Okay. One short of killing the Dryad. That kind of sucks. Guess we attack first, see if they block. Probably won't, but... Alright, I guess we're just going to Matron. Playing Astrolabe just, like, wastes the entire turn. I'm not even sure what we're getting with the Matron. We're probably just going to get Titan next turn. It's not going to matter. But... It's like Ringleader or like possibly even another Matron because we have a Vial going to 3 next turn. Ringleader, we're feeling a little lucky. Might even be the best choice. Trashmaster's too slow. They're going to Titan next turn probably, so... You're not counting the Expert flank attack. Expert counts itself. The problem is if we get an answer to Amulet, we should have nothing else. Yeah, I mean, they just have, like, Titan off one land drop next turn. So you just basically have to hope they don't have Titan in their hand. Freeze all probably doesn't even matter to... I'm going to get Ringleader. Just going to hope they don't have it. They have it, they have it. Oh, Piledriver dies. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Look at that. Oopsie. Well, they didn't block. Best bluff is one you don't realize you're making, you know? Am I dead? See, I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, there's a Valakut. That's not ideal. See how many land drops they have? That's a matching land. Simic Growth Chamber. Looks like they have Titan on turn 3. Doesn't even matter. Alright. Fire Spout. Alright. I guess. Sure. And Transmute. Alright. Not looking too good. Not looking too good. No attacks. We just don't really have any way to do anything. I mean, we could, like, draw with Astrolabe. We can't even draw a Thoughtseize. I guess we can. Like, not playing Ringleader is just, like, so bad. Dead Sands resub. So they have Summoner's Pact in their hand. They have Titan mana. There is no Zozu the Punisher in our deck, so... We're just dead. Not playing anymore. Alright, so... Definitely not an ideal matchup for us. Obviously, slowing our deck down and playing a grindy companion and cutting all of our Field of Ruins is not going to help us against Amulet. But what you going to do? What you going to do? 0-1. Alright, folks, Mogg Monday is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. CoolStuffInc.com. Number one source for all your game shopping needs. CoolStuffInc.com. Promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. And the Goblin token is not on my desk right now. But if you use my promo code, you get a free Goblin token with your order too. Jim5, 5% off your order. Also content. I have a video up today on CoolStuffInc.com. And that video is Obosh. It's a companion, obviously, because you just play companions in literally every deck. Because why wouldn't you? Check it out. Obosh, Mono, Black, and Standard. Heraldic Banner. Pretty sweet card. Check it out. CoolStuffInc.com. Going first. Win 'em and die roll. We're going to choose our companion. And our opponent's going to choose their companion? Yep. Lurrus the Dream Den. Weird. Yeah, we just can't draw a land in our like 30 land deck. We're going to mulligan. This is fine, I guess. It's not particularly great, but ship Pashalik Mons. Opponent mulligans 6 also, so we both start on 7 cards. I should have played a Scalding Tarn, that was dumb. To bluff that we're a blue deck for a turn. Bloodstained Mire. Maybe some sort of shadow deck or burn? What are we looking at here? Overgrown Tomb. Okay. English and a Kozilek. Alright. Well, this is the grindy matchup, so our Yorion should be good, hopefully. Take Matron. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to get our Steam Vents. And then get our Sacred Foundry and cast a turn 2 Unsettled Mariner. Achievement unlocked. Why is the Shapeshifter blanked out on the... So small. Oh, he's just like letting you know it's all creature types. It's kind of weird. Unsettled Mariner. You just try and Thoughtseize me, right? You just try it. See what happens. I mean, if we're grinding, our hand's pretty good, and Blackleaf Cliffs means they're not like a shadow deck, means they're more grindy. Perfect. So I think that we're in pretty good shape here, honestly. We want to make sure we can kill Lurrus, but if we're going to grind, you know, Yorion does do that fairly well. Alright, I guess we're playing the Warchief here. Yorion mana also unlocked. Ready to roll. Make him deal with the Warchief. Add attacks, too. Long and short of it is, I feel like Companion is kind of fun. It's kind of a cool idea. But it's a kind of joke that gets old pretty quick. And it's fun for a while, but I don't think Magic should be like this forever. You know? Alright, get back land, which is fine. We're definitely going to want to cast this Yorion with this Ringleader in play, that's for sure. I doubt they're going to attack here, because otherwise we kill their red and 6. Good. So this is pretty good. We're pretty cool just chilling and building up our resources here. Unclaimed Territory? Sure. Definitely want to get a black source with this. I guess now at Unclaimed Territory, I don't even need to. Let's just, I guess we're not going to fetch then. I guess do this unnecessary, whatever. Alright. Goblin Ringleader. We get Tarfire, Sling-Gang Lieutenant. Unfortunately, Tarfire is not too ideal in the world of a Tarmogoyf being on the battlefield, but sure. So we're just going to ship here. We could throw away a Warchief to kill red and 6, but you probably actually block the Ringleader because we have the Yorion hanging out too. I think it's recast red and 6 of Lurrus anyway. I think leaving the red and 6 in play is kind of fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. So they lose Liliana and Bloodbraid Elf. They gain Lurrus, probably like Mishra's Bauble. So Shakeup says, how do people feel? How do people's feelings compare to when the first Planeswalkers came out? Obviously, with Lore in 5 weren't nearly as powerful as Lurrus in the gang. We know Planeswalkers had a mixed reaction. Yeah, I think Companions are just different though, because like there's a difference between a new card type that like plays sort of like an enchantment or an artifact that kind of keeps doing stuff. They're pushing my Warchief, sure. Then like a card that just completely alters how the game is played completely. You know, it's like it's definitely different. I totally get what you're saying, and I'm definitely trying very hard to not like blah blah blah. I hate change. Blah blah blah. How are they doing this to my game? You know, like. And that's a very common sentiment from Magic players who are very grumpy on average. But there's also the possibility that, you know, it is actually just is a problem too. So they're going to attack. That's bold. Alright. Another Goyf here? That'd suck. I need this Yorion to be pretty good. Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate. Alright. We get Sling-Gang here too, honestly. Just like buy some time. And obviously having the Sling-Gang in play is pretty cool. Though they probably would just rent 6 to kill it. So if I play Yorion here, I get a Flicker on my Ringleader. But then what? We just have a 4-5 and 2/2/2s in play against their 2/4/5s. And we're like kind of dying. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of us playing Sling-Gang, honestly. Prospector too, I guess. Let's put some pressure on them to actually kill the Sling-Gang too. You can make some blocks, gain some life. Alright, just there you go. Be nice in chat, folks. Children, children, children. Sacrificing the Peterland's a good start for us, if that's where they're starting. They kind of, if they have spells in their hand, they'd want mana to get Lurrus going, or Ren and 6 and so on and so forth. Missing a land drop here is pretty sweet. Alright, so they're going to pay a mana to kill my Sling-Gang. Thunderwonk, what's up? Alright, so we're just going to sack the Sling-Gang. Probably Chump Block, Tarmogoyfs. Now we're at the point where like we have some pretty good chump blocks lined up, so they want to like attack us. Honestly, Mariner's been really, really good this game. Mariner has really slowed them down. Gig, thanks to the host. Appreciate that. If you haven't seen Gig stream, check it out. Welcome. Mogg Monday, the show where I play Goblins every single Monday. Yorion Goblins. Check it. Check it. Mogg Monday. Well, also I wanted to Amulet. Seems like a pretty bad matchup for us. Now we're playing against like a grindy Jund deck, which is good. Looking like we're going to cast our first Yorion next turn. Dark Confidant. Sure. Well, now you can block and Tarfire the Confidant, assuming they're going to attack, which is pretty cool. Tarfire does Grove of Goyfs, which is kind of not cool, but Unsettled Mariner, best Goblin in Modern. We can't say such things on Mogg Monday. Come on. Ooh, that's aggressive. Alright, well, I think we're going to block both. I think staying alive is really important. And now I get to kill Ren 6 also, so... definitely don't think playing that Bob before attacking was a good idea. Alright, so 11 to 13. We're about to play Yorion. We obviously get to untap our attackers too, which is cool. We draw a land, which is honestly fine, because we're going to Ringleader. I guess we're Ringleader at the end of their turn. But we hit a an expert. It's pretty cool. So let's attack. Just act with everything. Attack Ren 6. Attack Ren 6. Attack them. I should build a Goblin deck for each companion over the next few months. I mean, I had an Obosh deck also in the queue I was kind of messing around with, but didn't seem too great. And then I don't know what other companions can realistically work for goblins. We're going to draw goblins here, so... oops. What did I do? God damn it. Not a goblin. Not a goblin. Alright, so there's Yorion, our first Yorion of the day. Flicker all three of those. Play land. So if we hit a Munitions Expert, we can cast that. Bring them all back. Ringleader. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just another Mogg Monday. Karuga Goblins seems tough. Yeah, why isn't there a Goblin companion? There's like a Nightmare, Cat, Beast, Squirrel, whatever companion. Why not a Goblin companion, you know? Why can't we do that? Why not? I don't know. I don't know. It is funny, but everyone's complaining about companions, and one of the possible solutions, it's very, very realistic, is just print more companions, you know? But they were scared of what I would do with it. Can I play the green-white one? None of our goblins are beasts, cats, nightmares, elementals, or beavers, or whatever. No goblins on Ikoria. I know. Alright, they are in the tank over here. They're going to Inquisition for 2, which is fine because they can't take Ringleader, which is our best card. So that's totally fine. And we have Mogg War Marshal for a bunch of blockers too. And the best part of all of this, they can't play Plague Engineer because they have Lurrus. No Plague Engineer. This is great. Alright, so Matron's gone, sure. They swing both. We probably are blocking. It's hard to say how much we're going to block with, honestly. We definitely need to stay alive. Ran 6 again. Alright. And they're going to ping my Prospector, sure. They're down to 1 card. And they can just recast stupid Ran 6 anyway. What are they at? They're 11, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 1 short of killing them next turn. Like they know we have Ringleader. Changelings work everywhere. So we draw like... We could draw Warchief. Matron won't do it. Matron for Warchief is only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 11, yeah. Oh, we can't take 12 though. I'm being stupid. I'm only counting 6 damage, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna block with definitely a Ringleader. We could just like triple block one of these and lose either both goblins or Yorion. Then we're going to be at 5, which is a pretty precarious spot to be. They only have 1 card in hand. And they can just start poking us with Ren 6 too. I think I like that though. It seems better than just like chump blocking. And double chump blocking also seems bad, so... They either kill 2 goblins here, or they kill Yorion. Either way, we can kill Ren and 6 if we have to. We have tons of blockers in our hand, obviously, with the War Marshal and stuff, too, so... If they cast Witch's Vengeance on us, I'm going to be pretty damn mad. Just going to throw that out there. They can Lurrus and Tarmogoyf next turn, but just chump blocking, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We also have his big flyer, too, like, realistically. It's kind of hard for them to kill, so they can't push it or bolt it. So, like, if we just, like, swing with the flyer a few times and kill them, it's kind of nice. Alright, I think we're definitely casting Ringleader. Do I have a mountain left? I have 2 or 3 mountains. I have 3, okay. I think we're definitely casting Ringleader. We have Ringleader, and then War Marshal, and then possibly a... Yeah, so Marshal can block the Goyf no matter what. They only have 1 card in hand. Yeah, we're gonna... I guess we're gonna fetch, too. We don't have to fetch. Alright, let's, Let's see what turns up. Alright, Ringleader says... Prospector, Krenko. Okay, that's not bad. We're going to 4 them and kill Ren and 6, and then just play Prospector and War Marshal. They can't have Bolt and Ren and 6 and ping us. Unless they have a Bolt in their hand and they hit a land. In which case, I guess we're dead. But, let's see. We're definitely playing War Marshal. We could not fetch, I guess. I guess that does play around Bolt in hand and draw land. And we have plenty of blockers for Goyf, and we have a bunch of damage in the air and cards in our hand, too. So, yeah, maybe we just say go here, actually. Maybe we just don't fetch. War Marshal's a pretty durable blocker. Like, they gotta kill multiple things to get that Goyf through, so... Black. Deothar, resubbed, and Months, thank you. Tier 3. Thank you, Deothar, I appreciate that. Deothar's the best. Lover of racks. Lover of wizards. Doctor Strange. Alright, there's Lurrus. So they have Goyf, Ren and 6, Dark Confidant. Those are their options to cast out of the graveyard. 2 cards in hand. It's going to be a while on Your Deck Lives, Dio. I'll be doing my moving announcement at the end of Mogg Monday today. Opponent, let's go here. I mean, what are we doing? You got 3 options. Pick one. While waiting, I want to remind you all to follow me on Twitter. That's right, follow me on the old tweet sphere. Why? Well, I announce my streams. I post... Rest in peace, buddy. Post pictures and stories and stuff. If you haven't seen My Life of Magic, it's a two-part YouTube thing that I did. Really, really fun. Telling my story of Magic across the DCI history. Of course, my Monday goes live. Talk about my articles. Me playing Nintendo Golf on during the Lotus Box tournament coverage. Good stuff. Not saying it was me, but it was me. check it. Follow me on Twitter at JimDavisMTG, and yeah, follow my YouTube as well. Check out the YouTube. Of course, Con, the tongue. You know you're dead when the tongue comes out. Follow me on YouTube. Video every day. Video every single day on the YouTube. And we're going to be expanding the YouTube to a second channel for Your Deck Live at some point in the near future. Reach for the Sky says, tweets good, can confirm. GMA attack, GMAC attack. 4-month resub. Welcome back, my friend. Appreciate it. Rytalk says, your Life of Magic video is great. Remind me of Day 9 story time. Yes, it was in the style of they're casting Ren 6, finally. My Life of Magic is in the style of Day 9's My Life of StarCraft, which is like the best 2 hours of, like, you know, personal content ever produced. Just Day 9 talking about his life playing StarCraft, you know, going to qualifiers with his brother and stuff, and just super awesome. Very similar to that. Sigma, new sub, what's your name? Away from welcome, my friend. Alright, so they ping us, play land, say go. Which makes me concerned they have a bolt in their hand. But so we need to either kill Ren 6. We can't even stop them having a bolt, as they can just cast Ren 6 again and then bolt us. So we might need to try and win next turn, honestly. How are we going to do that? It's going to be tough. A Matron be good. Sling-Gang can be good. We have multiple Sling-Gangs, so alright. Marshal's going to go. Big draw step here. Big draw step. That's not a big draw step. Alright, I mean, I guess there isn't like a ton of use to killing Ren 6. They can just cast it again. So they have the bolt. We're just dead now. We can't do anything about it. So just fire in with Yorion and hope we don't die. Don't think there's a better action, a better course of action. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks. I mean, definitely important to preserve our life total. I think we did a pretty good job of that this game. There was a turn we like blocked the Goyf. We could have like double chumped, but we'd be in a worse spot right now because they'd have 2 Goyfs in play. So I don't know, you know. Play Krenko, play Piledriver. Say go, hope we don't die. Where my Sling-Gangs at, you know? Oh, I should have played the Prospector, you're right. To step to sack for Lurrus attack. That was incorrect on my part. Should have played that over the Piledriver, probably. Not that their Lurrus attack is even that good, but deck tech? Yeah, I can do that after the announcement. I imagine if they had the bolt when we were dead, they would just kill us. So hopefully they're not just like wasting our time here. That'd be pretty cool. Appreciate that. Nope, they're bringing a land back. That's good for us. All right, so they're gonna Peter land here. They draw a bolt, we're dead. So they can recast Dark Ren 6 and then bolt us. So no bolts, please. Yeah, Okara, I did see that. That was pretty sweet. How long? 2 hours, give or take. Sigma, new sub is Alec. Texas boy living in Washington State. Playing Burn since I started playing Magic 3 years ago. Lightning Bolts is my favorite Magic card, but I think Skycat Sour is my favorite Magic art. Awesome. Thanks, Alec. Thanks for sub. Appreciate that. All new subs. Private Discord chat server for subs only. Make sure you join that. Everyone's hanging out there. Good time. We won. Yay.
Game.
Alright, so Jundi stuff. We're going to want our icons and our relics. And we're going to want to cut some of our inefficient cards. And the good news is they can't Plague Engineer us. We can actually not have to keep Tarfire in our deck, which is awesome. Cut Tarfire. Cut our Prospectors down to 1. Might keep the 1 Mogg Fanatic. We are lowering our Goblin count a little bit here, but I think it's fine. I don't think Piledrivers are particularly great either. I guess Trashmaster is also bad. So maybe like, I kind of like leaving in a Prospector actually It's a little low impact, but it's pretty cool with our Yorion. Cast a little early, so. Kanakoko Fang, thanks to the bits, appreciate that. After playing quite a bit of Ikoria Limited, how do I feel it stacks up to recent limited formats? I've played very few limited formats lately, so I can't compare it against those, but I think it's a very fun limited format overall. Very, very well designed. Very well designed. I have a Spotify playlist I can share. I don't use Spotify. I have an iTunes because I'm old, but check out the below the stream. There's a link to my most of my playlist. It's not super updated, but most of it's there. All right, so Luris and Yorion. Hand's pretty good here. We can keep this. Put him ball against the 6, sure. Hand's nice and grindy. Astrolabe for our Yorion. Got War Marshal, a nice kill spell. And yeah, Yorion was very good that game. I would say Yorion won us that game for sure. I probably won't be on tomorrow, so, and probably not for too much in the foreseeable future. So, all right. So, options here are to Fanatic or Astrolabe. We're trying to Astrolabe. They have a Bob. We'll be able to Fanatic it. I think we can just. But did I cut a land? Oh, it's red lands, right? Got it. Soul Swamp. Give you a timestamp for the bottom of Discord. I can do that if you'd like. I don't really have the timestamps available to me, honestly, without looking at it, but it'll be near the end. All right, so Warchief and Krenko, it's fine. It might be better to do a different time, Dio. Things are pretty crammed up right now, so. Yeah, I think that the Ikoria limited format is fantastic because there's just a ton of tension among all the cards. All the cards are pretty good, and it's more about just finding the good cards for your deck than finding good cards in general. For example, a card like Ferocious Tigerilla is like almost unplayable in a lot of decks, even though it's like a really good rate. It's like a 4/3 menace for 4, because your decks usually care about something, and it often doesn't care about that. So match number 2, we're 0-1. We lost to Amulet. Ringleader too. We're really cranking it up here. All right, so I mean, War Marshal does die to a shot from Wrenn and 6, or one of them does, but not really too badly. We're just gonna get on the board here. So Astrolabe not quite as good as Aether Vial, obviously, but our hand is certainly beefed up over the next last few turns. What's up, Sigma? Happy to have you for my YouTube folks. Stumbled on me trying to learn how to play humans a year or so ago. I have an open top 8 with humans. Learn how to play humans. You just hit the buttons and make the little dudes go do stuff. It's easy. Alright, so they have Scavenging Ooze. And they're going to kill my token. This is, like, pretty awkward. I mean, if we have a Fatal Push, we can make them wasted here. Actually, we have a Fanatic, too. We're just gonna, if they kill the Ooze, they just have Luris, too. Ugh. Luris is obnoxious. Alright, we're just going to try and kill this before this thing goes to the graveyard. We can use Fanatic to kill it again if we have to. So they're going to waste a push here, probably. Yes, this is actually pretty good for us. They're wasting a push on an expert. So kill that. Deal 1. Goblin token. Play land. Fanatic the The Scavenging Ooze, it's not like the best win of all time, but just keeping things off the board I think is important. So just want to keep going here and grinding away. This has to get a dual land. We can cast Yorion, so we'll just play this for now. Mogg Monday. It's here from Mogg Fanatic. What's this? You're buying things over there?
Maybe.
Nicole's buying things over there.
It's just John's.
Buying stuff.
It's John's Jello book, so we can listen to him play more.
John's Jello book?
Cello.
Cello. I got really excited there for a second. I was like, why did I get a Jello book? Tarmogoyf. All right, where's our relics at? Where's our relic at? All right, Steam Vents. That is one of the duels we need to cast our thing. So we're just gonna shock that in, I think. I guess we're just gonna Ringleader here. I mean, they have 2 lands. They have Lurrus and possibly, yeah, we're just gonna Ringleader here. Goyf is not too big yet, so get this thing in play so our Yorion is more threatening. Wow. Awesome. Alright. Brick City. Pretty cool. So we hit nothing. And we'll let's just say go, I guess. And they're going to kill it. So, obviously, normally bolting a Ringleader is very good for us because we're up on the exchange, but when we don't hit anything, it's an even exchange. It makes our Yorion worse. So that was pretty awful for us. I don't know if we're going to be able to recover from that one. Jimmy's, it is more complicated than that. Astrolabe is good because it's a very cheap piece of material that replaces itself instantly. It's an artifact for artifact decks. It's a permanent for permanent decks. It draws cards. It bounces to the ferry. It does literally everything. As just a mana fixer, it's fine, but that's a very small piece of the puzzle. That's why it's so good. Ah. Little late there, Icon of Ancestry. You're supposed to show up before Ren and 6 kills all my creatures. Alright, so obviously this game didn't go very well for us. They had a pretty good hand. We bricked our Ringleader and didn't draw any relics and so on and so forth, but that's okay. We'll be fine in game 3 here. I'm not too worried about it. Look at all of our artifacts. We're like an affinity deck here. 4 files, 4 relics, 4 astrolabes, 2 icons. So many artifacts. Play some Shrapnel Blasts. No? Goblin Grenades? Alright. Okay. Pretty reasonable hand. We got our mana to cast our Yorion. We got some stuff. Yeah, let's keep this. Definitely a hand that'd be real sketchy against Plague Engineer, but again, don't got that one. Thank you, Lurrus. Opponent keeps 7 also. Did I say 7? I meant 8. Mishra's a bobble. Is Lurrus the fix for Plague Engineer, right? So we all have to suffer through Lurrus, but no more Plague Engineer. Is it a win or a loss? I don't know. I don't know who wins that exchange. Alright, draw. Unsettled Mariner. Do we Mariner? Maybe just Mariner over War Marshal here. Mariner makes all their stuff, like, really crappy. Mariner's been nice, honestly. And we can Warchief next turn, like, pretty safely. We're on the play, too. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. Be careful what you wish for. I wish Plague Engineer wasn't played so much. Okay. Here you go. Dark Confident. Okay. Scalding Tarn. So I guess we're just playing Warchief and saying go here. I don't think I want to exchange. I mean, killing Dark Confidant is pretty important, but I don't think I want to lose Warchief or Mariner. I guess losing Warchief isn't that bad. Our hand's not very great, but yeah, where's Mogg Fanatic now, you know? I'll offer the trade. Warchief's like fine in our hand, but like our hand's not particularly like we know Matrons, no Ringleaders, things like that. Dark Confidant's really, really good. We're trying to win a grindy game here. Leaving Bob to play is a really bad idea. So we have a Merfolk in play here on Mogg Monday. Tarmogoyf, sure. Icon of Ancestry. That's kind of a nice one, actually, but we can't cast it of our Ziggies. So the one downside is Ziggy, of course, we can't cast some of our sideboard spells, but I think it's fine. Annihilator, you wrecked me. Good games, my friend. Alright, so let's play Marshal here. We can play Marshal and Piledriver, honestly. Diversify our bonds a little bit. I actually like that better. Can't pay Echo with Ancient Ziggurat either. Yes, Annihilator. We were joking that your companion is Amulet of Vigor. It's better than my companion. Want to pay some Echo? Yeah, they're taking a long time. They're already in the red in the clock. We have 10 minutes left. So right now, Yorion doesn't have much to do, honestly. They're going to bolt my Mariner. I'm sorry. They're going to lightning strike my Mariner. This is round 2. We are 0-1, and we are in game 3 in round 2. They're going to Assassin's Trophy my Goblin Piledriver. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Couldn't even tell you how happy I am right now. Now I can guess Icon. We can guess Yorion. Oh my god, we're gifting subs. New subs, what are your names? Where are you from? Thanks, GG. Appreciate that. Mariner again? Sure. You're up. I mean, they're going to time out at this rate, honestly. Like, Fatal Push the Mariner. Did I say Fatal Push? I meant Doomblade. Bring it. Bring it, Tarmogoyf. GG says, love your content, Jim. You helped me become a much better Magic player. I've noticed so many more lines in Legacy recently because of all your tips and tricks. Thanks, GG. I appreciate that. Dark Confidant is here. Arkham's Astrolabe is here. That makes our Yorion better. That's cool. Easy Prey. That's a much better joke, Stage Madness. Much better joke than mine. Easy Prey is definitely the card I was looking for. Cavern of Souls. Alright. I mean, we get to play this and activate this. We could just Yorion here, but it's like not particularly good. Or they just play War Marshal and activate icons. Let's attack first. I imagine they probably trade here. We'll see. I don't know. Might not. Alright, cool. We're gonna go... I guess we probably actually just Icon first. In case you draw like a Munitions Expert and want to kill their Dark Confidant. Yeah, I like that. Might as well just do it now. Icon Matron. Not too shabby. Okay. Okay. I'm doing some stuff here. Dark Confidant says Blackcleave Cliffs. Sure. Sure. Scavenging Ooze. Not ideal. Not ideal. That's going to get big pretty quick. But we can just kill it. We can get Matron for an Expert. And we can use the Expert to kill something else with a Yorion. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we'll just kill the Scavenging Ooze most likely. If that's the case, we're going to have 3-2. Yeah, we got a Camping Echo here. Scalding Tarn. That sucks. Now we could have paid Echo, but obviously we didn't know that, so... Alright, yeah, just Matron and kill Ooze. Play land, say go. They Yorion into Ooze again. We just flicker everything and kill all their stuff again. Which is going to be pretty great for us, so... blue, red... Matron. And realistically, they're probably going to time out, honestly. They have like 2 minutes left, and this game is far from being over, so... Yeah, eat stuff, sure. I should play the land first so I get F6. Alright, yeah, we're doing it. No attacks here, you're up. Do your thing, do your thing. Yorion next turn is pretty good. They hit a Tarmogoyf, got a 15, sure. Yorion next turn is draw a card of Astrolabe, tutor for a goblin, and kill something. Aside from being a 4/5 flyer, it's hard to kill. Explosives on 0. That's not ideal. But sure. That certainly makes things worse. What else do they got? Colligan. Alright, that was a pretty bad turn for us. The explosives on 0 and Colligan's command. We're just taking this. We can still flicker and kill the thing. We're not, like, dead yet, though, honestly. We go to 8. Despite that turn being totally sick for them, that was a good draw. So, Astrolabe. Draw land. Not ideal. White, blue, If Ashlands doesn't even matter, so play Yorion. I should attack for 1. Oops. Whatever. I think we're more likely to clock them and actually kill them, so. Alright, so we'll just ship it back. Turn ends. Our things come back. Killed our Confidant. Draw 2 cards off Astrolabes. Draw a Vial and a Prospector. Killed our Confidant. We can just chump block the Goy. If they can get back explosives, ooze. Like, they might win this game if they had more time. But our draws there were not very good. Trophy the Yorion. Okay. Sure. I don't mind drawing a relic, it's for sure. Matron, Ringleader, Sling-Gang, like, I'm gonna block. Can't guarantee I'll be able to block next turn. Don't have many lands left. Yes, we do, obviously, but... Alright, I mean, you're up. Pretty crappy. Pretty crappy. So we bricked pretty hard there. We just drew, like, land, Vial, Prospector, land off our, like, 4 cards that we drew. And they had Call Against Command and Explosives all in 1 turn. So pretty stinky game. They're going to win with, like, 6 seconds left, which is, like, so annoying, obviously. But we just have, like, 25 lands in play. Definitely not cool. We definitely were pretty ahead this game, but... Yeah. Alright. You win, opponent. Pretty annoying. 4/5 flyer for free. That wasn't a card that was in our starting hand. Drawing 2 cards and killing a creature. Not good enough. Top card. Vial. Next card. Relic's obviously really good. It's like... Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a frustrating one. I think we were definitely ahead that game by, like, a pretty reasonable amount, but kind of just bricked and died. Then having explosives and Call Against Command, too, is, like, kind of... That's a lot at once, but sure. Remember, folks, check out BCWSupplies.com. BCW Supplies. You're in quarantine right now. You have nothing better to do? Sort your Magic collection. I've been saying you're going to do it for years. Do it. Hop on BCW Supplies, buy yourself a card sorting tray, buy some binders, some sleeves... they have the awesome deck boxes. I have the card hotel where you just pull the boxes right out. Super cool. All your storage solutions are available on CoolStuffInc. on BCWSupplies.com. Promo code Jim10. It's 10% off your order. BCWSupplies.com. Best sleeves in the market too. The Elite 2 deck card sleeves for when we can actually use those at some point in the future. All right, let's go. Shock Troop. I've heard that name before. Isn't this the Mono Blue Tron person? No companion. That's a start. Triple Prospector. I guess we're going to keep. Card Hotel is a large box with 12 slide-out 1,000-count boxes in it. It's pretty sweet. Look it up. Opponent says, cute companion. Well, cute no companion for you, I guess. Cute companion, but that's the new thing in Magic now? So I've heard. All right. So we're going to just Prospector on 1 here. Goblin. It says 80 card decks play Battle Wits though. I can't tell my opponents being salty or like joking around. I don't really understand. Like, yeah, companions are annoying. I get it. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only opponent you played against playing companions. I'm playing goblins for God's sakes. You know, like, don't take out your companion ire at me. Winds of Teeth, so no Mono Blue Tron here. No Mono Blutron. Stomping Ground. Birds of Paradise. Alright. Okay. Sure. I'd be like trying to like Ponza or something. Yes, imagine being tilted by an 80-card pile of goblin crap. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so we're going to get a snow-covered mountain, I guess. Cast this Astrolabe. And probably just play a Prospector and say go. We're going to attack, obviously, but... That's a land, so we won't be getting pillaged out of this game, which is cool. Plains. That's nice plains, too. Scavenging Ooze. Alright. I don't know what's going on over here, honestly. Matron. I mean, we're probably just going to pop off a Ringleader here, honestly. I guess sacking a Goblin does mean that it makes the Ooze better. Could just play like Piledriver Prospector. But... Which is a vial. Alright. Ringleader can find... Yeah, we'll just cast Ringleader, I guess. Let's get one of our blue or white lands, so we can cast Yorion. Ringleader. Hitting Sling-Gang, Pashalik Mons, Goblin Warchief. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. No attacks. Opponent says, the only companion I've ever needed for playing Magic is a bottle of liquor. Let's live your life, you know. Opponent's having a rough day, I guess. It's fine. You know, it's totally cool. The new Star Wars movies out on Disney Plus. Everyone can remember how bad it was. It's just a tough day. It's a tough day in the world. Companion is running rampant. Virus stuff. Quarantine. Is our opponent okay? I don't know. Attack with these Scavenging Ooze. Sure. Could have company here. Good for saying go. They're playing Boom Bust. So they are playing sort of Ponza deck. They're just playing a weird one with Boom Bust, which is fine, I guess. Sure. Does make my life more difficult trying to cast my Yorion. Draw land. We did draw land. We're getting Ziggy with it. No. Definitely could have Path or a Bolt here. So playing, like, if you play Warchief or Pashalik Mons, obviously getting Pashalik Mons and Sling-Gang in play is pretty ideal. If you play, like, Warchief and they bolt it, I guess it's not... And they have another Stone Rain effect, things get bad. But if I play Pashalik Mons, I'm not going to sacrifice a Goblin anyway, so... Let's just play Warchief, I guess. Alright. Looks like no bolt. Maybe it's a bolt. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's a white. No. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Is Helix me? Oh my god, we're dead. Why would they do that? Flagstones of Trocaire? Okay. What is going on? It's a massive cup trophy in the background. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you are talking. I have not a clue what you're referring to. That is the 2015 StarCityGames.com Players Championship. Take 3. Tapping white. Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, what's going on here? Honestly, I don't even know what's going on. Nino, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Nino. Nino, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Nino. Alright, so I feel like we're just playing Sling-Gang, I guess. Drawing Vial really sucks. Obviously very unfortunate, like how I prefer land stuff. I also like boom us next turn or bust us next turn. That would suck. There's certainly value in playing Vial, but I guess we could like play Pashalik Mons, play Prospector, sack Prospector for red, kill Birds of Paradise, play Vial. I don't hate that. Then we're still like, we don't have a good chump blocker for the Scavenging Ooze at that point, though. And our Vial's not doing much for a few turns. It's a tough turn. It's a tough turn. We just play Sling-Gang now. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Bird. Just let it die. Not gonna make a mana? Cool. Alright, we'll just say go. So they can pump this Scavenging Ooze twice. Kind of like just... I mean, they have one green. Actually, they only have one green. Kind of just blocking like this. I definitely don't want to die. I mean, the Lightning Helix play was really, really weird. Yeah, we just block everything. We're like pretty ahead on cards, right? Just block like this. And like whatever, if they have a trick to like kill my thing, we're still going to kill this ooze with ping. So I like this. Just do it. They have 3 cards left, but we have a lot of gas in our hand. I mean, we're building the Yorion too, so it's like a little crazy, but okay. Now what? Wrath of God. Good blocks, Jim. Good blocks. And a land. Alright. That turn cycle turned out pretty good for us. Sacred Foundry. I only have 1 card left. Just rock the old Sling-Gang here. We also have the Yorion looming too, so we draw a land, you can Yorion. Man, Spirit Guide, Scavenging Ooze, Wrath of God, Birds of Paradise deck. I mean, I played a red-white LD deck I thought was really, really cool. Somewhat recently on a Cool Stuff video. It was actually really awesome, but playing green for Ooze and Birds of Paradise seems a little weird. Alright, so you like swap life totals here, basically. Double Wrath of God. I mean, now Yorion's ready to come party. Pretty soon, at least. Chainwhirler. Let's Matron. Maybe another Sling-Gang, honestly. I think they're at 6 already. Sure. Now you have Vial, so they can't just, like, bust us. Alright. Thanks, Token. Alright, that was a weird game, Magic. Sure. So, like, some sort of weird Wrath of God, Bonza, Simian Spirit Guide, Birds of Paradise deck. I would like a Tarfire, at least lower our curve a little bit. I would like... I mean, they might have a Renin 6. Makes sense to have Renin 6 in their Boom Bust deck, so... Maybe we want Icons. Got like Trashmaster, like Krenko... Maybe like a Cratermaker, I guess. Just figure it out from there. Sure. Let's see how this goes. Obviously, Yorion doesn't line up too well against the Stone Rain deck, but... Yorion, I choose you. Ooh. I mean, I guess the triple Aether Vial hand's good against the Stone Rain deck, right? I'll keep this. Let it ride. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Put them all against the 6. This seems crazy. Why? We've got 3 Aether Vials. Aether Vial's awesome. If you only had 1, I wouldn't keep. You say a way to kill it, but... It sounds great. Y'all ever cast an Aether Vial before? It's freaking sweet. We're also just on the draw. We can just draw more lands, you know? Which we did, because we're lucky. Can't cast the Tarfire yet, but... Like, what are they going to do? Starring me? Just play another Aether Vial. I don't think we're naming Bird with Cavern number 2. We'll see. We'll see. No, Cavern of Souls only casts creature spells. Alright, so they're gonna boom, sure. Do a whole, like, this is why I don't think that boom is very good with fetch lands, because it just Stone Rain at that point. You know, like what's the real benefit? It's good with it's really good with the Cascading Cataracts and the Flankstones, but alright, Bob goes up to 1. We draw another artifact. We love artifacts so much. Vial number 2. Please don't Ancient Grudge me. I would keep this hand in most matchups. Sword of Feast and Famine. That's really awkward. Let's draw a red source, I guess. Or Skirk Prospector. Alright. I guess. I mean, we've got cards to discard to Feast and Famine, I guess. This is some old school Magic here. Putting a sword, just hard casting a sword and putting it on Birds of Paradise. That's old school Magic right there. Alright, we'll discard the Icon. Pretty far from casting that. That's it? Nothing else to do with those untapped lands? Alright. Unfortunately, now we can't tar fire the old birdie here, which kind of stinks, but... Alright. Big draw step here. I mean, it's not the worst. It does cast a card in our hand. Unsettled Mariner. Okay. That plays. What if they have a Helix in their hand again? Because that'd be pretty funny. Bolt the Mariner in response to my Vial on 3. Okay. What if they use the Birds of Paradise to cast the Wrath? Yeah, I don't know. I will find out, I guess. You know, we're going to lose our Tar Fire here, which is not really the end of the world. We are very well set up to draw, you know, basically any spell. And if we end up flooding, we can just cast Yorion, hopefully. So... they're going to float a red and bolt my Warchief, sure. We're drawing like liver than something that's really, really alive right now. Boom shakalaka. Nope. But again, lands aren't even that bad because we should get to play Yorion if we make some more land drops, so... I gotta cast Starfire. I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I had Astrolabe, obviously. I'm dumb. So they should be at 9. I'm dumb. I just glanced down at Cavern of Souls and thought I couldn't cast it. Bolt me. That's really aggressive, sure. Errata Aether Vial to play your companions. You know, sometimes it's important to ask, not if you should do a thing, or if you can do a thing, but if you should do a thing. Alright, they're sorting up here. We're going to leave all these vials alone. Boom. Bingo. Boom shakalaka. Not quite, but not bad though. That just kills the old Sword of Feast and Famine. So it's already face up. Whatever, just do it. F6 value. They're not blocking like a moron, so everything's face up. So they would not block there. And if they do, whatever. I'm just going to get my F6 value and play a little more efficiently and faster. Wrath of God. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay. Hitting Lightning Bolt. Sure. I mean, don't have too much of a clock here, realistically. Our tokens can block the Bloodbraid Elf. We just need to draw either spells or lands, which is not a bad place to be. I would say drawing a Vial would be good. The 4th Vial wouldn't be super useful, but bingo. That's a bingo. Just do it now so they can't like do something dumb, I guess. It's also really good with Yorion too, so. If I wait, they can't kill 2 creatures, I guess. We'll just wait. Maybe they draw a sword or something. They need to kill 2 goblins in response to this. And they can do that, like, sure. Pew! So, want to draw lands or spells? Please cast Wrath of God. I have the finger on the laugh track button. Please cast Wrath of God. Do it. Wrath of God. Right now. Tap Birds of Paradise for white. Tap Birds of Paradise for white. Play Wrath of God. They definitely have it. I'm queuing it up. We're ready to go here. Tap a green. Eternal Witness. They're playing some old... They definitely don't like companions. Our opponent likes old school Magic. They only like old cards that were good like 10 years ago. Sword of Feast and Famine. Play Birds of Paradise. Eternal Witness. Get Bloodbraid Elf. Sure. Welcome to the year 2012. Alright. They're just reliving the glory days. Alright, draw step. Big one. Bingo! Ringleader reveals. Zing, GG's, they say. Sling-Gang Expert. We did it. We can actually cast the Sling-Gang, though. But we can definitely Expert. Just come in. Just come in. Hold our Expert defensively. Just gotta not die and then play Lieutenant. Tapping for blue. I mean, we drew some good spells there, but drawing lands is also fine. We just cast Yorion, so we won a match. We did it. And the last match was really close, the John matchup. We lost a pretty close one, so we're 1-2, but it's a pretty soft 1-2. It's like 1.5, 1.5, we'll say. You know, we'll do that. Round 3 coming up. Round 3 coming up. Alright, folks, stream's brought to you by Cardboard Live. Overlay you see on the stream right now, that's Cardboard Live. If you're a streamer, you're playing Magic, you have to use Cardboard Live. No exception. Email James, get in the beta, cardboard.live. Making Magic fun to watch. Yorion, I choose you. Dirty Rowdy Boy, who are you choosing? Also playing Yorion. We got a mirror match here, folks. We got a mirror match. Let's do this. Alright, we're gonna go Cavern Vial. We have drawn Vial a good amount. We're pretty fortunate in our 80 card deck to keep drawing Vial, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Here we go, Goblin Mirror. Oh, Misty Rainforest. Boo. Gilded Goose. Boo. Alright. Maybe hold Tarfire for Emery. Ringleader's not bad. Yeah, there's a Piledriver here. Give me the old P. Diddy. Goblins. I like it, Brainstorm. Goblins. Alright, folks, if you haven't followed the stream with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Mogg Monday, every single Monday, both on stream and on YouTube. It goes up on YouTube Monday evening. Post says, hey, Jim, big fan. Everyone likes me today. Everyone's being really chatty. Steam Vents. Forest. Or green, I mean. Abundant Growth. You thought that, what's it called, was good. Check out Abundant Growth. Breeding Pool now taps for a mana of any color. Abundant Growth. The OG Arkham's Astrolabe. Alright, I mean, that's fine. They can't have Rebuke. They could have a Galvanic Blast. Thanks, Supply. Alright. I mean, we can, like... Unsettled Mariner. Mariner's kind of tight. We could sack a Prospector here, just, like, let the Ringleader rip. I kind of don't hate, honestly. But I guess having Prospector play enables an earlier Yorion. Oh, man, what do we do here? How good is Unsettled Mariner? Can we just sack the Mariner? Cast Ringleader. Definitely want to cast Ringleader this turn. Mariner's only good against, like, Galvanic Blast and, like, Pyrite Spell Bomb or whatever. I think that Prospector's more important. Yeah, I'll just do that. This needs to get a blue or white source. Goblin Ringleader. Let's get a nice attack here, too. Big money in the Ringleader. A Matron and a War Marshal. It's fine. It's about average. It's about average. We can do that. Let her rip here for a nice little attack. And now our Marshal, in theory, could actually help fuel out a Yorion. There might be an argument for leaving the Vial on 2 next turn. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, they're going to blast my Piledriver. So am I interested in tar-firing their Goose? I think I am. It would delay Urza for a turn. We're going to do that. Thanks, Anna. GG. Appreciate it. Look for the announcement on YouTube, right? Alright, so we'll deal 2. It's fine. Definitely interested. I mean, if we sack, like, if we draw a land, we can sack the token, Pirate Spellbomb, and Flicker Ringleader and the Marshal. We have a Matron too, though, so we'll see. Now they have Bomb to stop us from flickering the Ringleader, so it's a little less exciting, but let's see what we draw. The Goose is loose again. I think we're still going up. With the Spellbomb in play that killed the Ringleader, Yorion's not nearly as exciting, so now you have Matron also, which is kind of cool. Alright. We're just going to mush. We'll leave up Matron. We'll play Marshal and leave up Matron plus search for an Expert. It doesn't work. So it's that for red. Yeah, so black and black and the red. Sure, okay. So yeah, play Mogg War Marshal. End step, they're going to spell bomb and kill Ringleader. So it's kind of cool having Yorion because it makes them actually need to kill Ringleader. When normally you just like leave the 2/2 body in play. Why not Matron on Vial, another 4-drop uncounterable? Oh, I may get a second Goblin then. I guess like the Matron, like we could do that, but like we're pretty ahead on everything right now. We can just leave up Munitions Expert or get Ringleader end step. They're at 8. Not really in a huge rush to do anything here. Sanctuary for Blast, sure. They have Urza, sure. So they can make 2 mana here. I'm just gonna kill it now. I guess they have another blast in their hand. This actually fails. No, we set the War Marshal being done. That was the whole plan all along. I just forgot what I was doing. Alright, Expert. Make a red, get a token, do the things. This plays around Rebuke also by not letting the token come into play, which is pretty cool. Token resolves to 3/3, don't really care. We can go get our main deck Trashmaster and just kill him next turn probably. Which is cool. Vial goes to 4. Playing so many goblins in my deck, we have all the ones we could ever want. Usually Trashmaster's in a sideboard, but not in our 80-card deck, where everything makes the main. Cause he's the trash man. Yeah, he's the trash man. Couldn't we just kill them? I don't know, could we have? With Sling-Gang? Yeah, probably. It's more fun, though. I can't sing the song if I'm not a Trashmaster, alright? I want to sing the song. Because he's the trash man. Alright, so they're playing the Teamer or Euro, just like all the broken cards printed last year deck. Euro is annoying, but not like the worst thing ever for us. Keeping Urza under control is definitely important. I would say that Mogg Fanatic is pretty bad. Tarfire's fine. I don't know if I want to do much else, honestly. They could have like a couple Ren 6, which would make Icon better, but I don't think we need it. I definitely don't want Thoughtseize. And then Relic is like okay. I could see bringing in a few relics maybe, but like it's not really super necessary. I don't think. I don't know what I'd shave for it honestly. I guess Pashalik Mons isn't really great. I guess Chainwhirler's not great either. All right, sure. We'll do 2 relics. We're 1 and 2 so far. 1 and 2. We lost to Amulet horribly. We lost a really close match to John to reach through like 5 bricks in a row at the end of game 3, and we beat like Naya, Panza, something or other. All right, pretty easy keep. Opponent keeps 7 also. Snow-covered islands, Arkham's Astrolabe. We're gonna one-up you, my friend. We're gonna one-up you. We have a better 1-mana artifact to play. So we're actually gonna. Yeah. Just start here. Can Cavern of Souls add colored mana for Mariner? Yeah, Cavern of Souls is a mana fixer. Cavern of Souls adds a mana of any color. That's why this card facilitates the 5-color human decks. So, we got no problem casting our Mariner. Alright, so they're playing land saying go. They have Rebuke up here. Or the Shock. So much as Cavern. Name Goblin again. Blue. I think we're going to start on Unsettled Mariner. Seems really, really good on turn 2. This card's impressed so far. Haven't really had a problem casting it either, honestly, which is definitely a concern. But the mana base has honestly been pretty functional for this deck, surprisingly. Basic Island, Basic Island. Interesting. Choosing not to get a dual land. Okay. End step, Galvanic Blast, sure. That makes sense. So, Sudden Shock, 2 mana Shock. Have we cast Yorion yet? Like 2 times maybe. Against the Jund deck, we cast it in both games. And probably should have won one of them maybe. We like drew 2 cards off Yorion and killed a Dark Confidant with a Munitions Expert. We drew like land, vial, land. So we lost. But so Euro, put in a fetch land, sure. Euro's almost there, honestly, which is pretty sick, but borrowing another Galvanic Blast, we're gonna get it for a nice little chunk of damage next turn. So, and Piledriver does attack right through Yorion, so I mean through Euro, so sure. Alright. I do not have any Goblin Kings in my deck now. I'm the only Goblin King this stream needs. No. I probably need Shock there, but I should hit the wrong button, whatever. Alright. I mean, we're sort of doing it. Goblin King 61 says, "Hey, Emery, you got it. Emery mills cards for Euro synergy. Get it? Milling Emery, Abundant Growth, Snow Cover Mount. So currently no artifacts in the graveyard for Emery and Avista. So they get to Euro this turn, but I think I actually just killed him this turn, so it doesn't matter. We each get to Cratermaker Expert attack. That's 9 on Piledriver. I guess they're going to gain some life, too. Alright, they're at 15. I think we're going to I think we're going to leave Vial on. Let's see. We can get it for 12. Which is not enough. We got to draw something else too. Alright, let's just Vial our guaranteed card in. Kill this. Then Vial goes to 3. And draw. Big draw step. Piledriver. That'll do it. That'll do it. Alright, so play Cratermaker. Play Mogg War Marshal. If they have Galvanic Blast, we're gonna lose here. But I'm just gonna attack into it. So now we have our Piledriver is currently 11 power. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. So it's Galvanic Blast or bust here, and we're going for it. Euro in play is not nice, basically. Turn 4 kill. Let's go. Big Daddy Piledriver. Rumbling in. Raise your hand in chat if you're a Piledriver. Because I got to count you up here for the damage. That's 11. That's 11, folks. Sorry, Euro, no blocking today, my friend. You're blue. I'm blue. I'm blue. I'm blue. If I was green, I'd be also green. And... uh-oh. Sanctuary back to Blast. Okay. But do you have a Blast? Oh my god. That's so sick. Alright. The 80 card deck has second Blast. Now we're in big trouble. Alright. Alright. I mean, that's pretty bad for us. I think going for it there is completely reasonable. Even if they have 60 cards in your deck, maybe you go for it there. But if they have 80 cards in your deck, you definitely go for it there. Like, alright, well now Euro can attack. We're still have outs, you know, but that one definitely hurt. That one definitely hurt. Alright, pretty sure we're going to 4 here. All of our big outs cost 4, so... Cryptic command to bounce Aether Vial. Alright, that's pretty rude. Oh, and tap a team. That's also rude. That's not a Sling-Gang. And we can't cast Yorion because we don't have the proper lands for it. So keep playing, I guess. Whatever. They also have a Galvanic Blast in their hand. Awkward. Left Vial on 2 and killed Euro with Cratermaker and Expert. I mean, they have a million cards in their graveyard. They just cast it again. Like. And Urza. Alright. We can just go to the next game here, I think. The problem is Cavern of Souls don't work on our Yorion, because we're already named Goblin, so... Alright, tough game there, tough game. We went for it, they had it. What are you going to do? Run the play now, which is fine. I don't think we're interested in relics. maybe one more. I mean, like on the play too. We should be fine here. They just had like they had a really fast Euro with double interactive spells. So on the play, so that's fine. I'll be fine. Everything's fine. Yorion. This hand is terrible. Alright, we're mulligan. That's better. Ship Prospector, I think. Opponent also mulligans, so we won't be on 7 cards this game. Wrong button. Oops. Boo, Jim. Alright, play Astrolabe, say go. Get this Mariner train going here. Get Seattle Mariners here. Do need to draw land. But Goose. Prospector. I just bottom you. Alright. We're gonna draw land next turn. He might be in trouble. Realistically. Kinda sucks, but. What's up, MC Man? How's it going, my friend? Mogg Monday's going okay. We're trying to Yorion here. Opponents aren't cooperating super hard. We are 1-2. Got crushed by Amulet. Lost a very close one to Jund. Beat Naya land destruction last round, and now we're in game 3 against the Urza Emery whatever deck. They mill a Mitch's Bobble. Awkward. Aether Gust too. Land here, please. Really need a land. You're killing me, Smalls. Playing Mariner number 2, I think. Really need to land there, unfortunately. Now they just have their full engine online already. Oh boy. Wow, good hand, opponent. Jeez. Just like the stone cold nuts here. Turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Emery, hit Bobble, turn 3 Urza. I think we're dead, folks. Oh, we drew a land. That's good. Alright. I mean, now we just like... We're just 1 turn behind, unfortunately. This was playing a Warchief and saying go. They can even... like they can't counter it, actually. They screw up, maybe we can like Piledriver them. Play Mitch's Bobble. Got it. Shock and go to 11? Oh, God. Abundant Growth. Alright. Their Yorion's pretty good here. They have to Flicker Urza, make a Construct, Flicker Growth, draw a card. I think that's it, but... Okay. I mean, they probably have Cryptic up here, which is super lame. I mean, the problem is they should get to Yorion next turn. I just don't know if we can beat 2 Constructs. I'm like not sure how we're getting out of this board state. They just have like infinite mana, infinite cards. Probably like sandbags and pile drivers and try and like overcome them in one shot. But they probably should have Cryptic too, so like it doesn't even matter what we do, honestly. Yeah, like I mean, I don't know if their hand could have been any better this game, honestly, which is kind of annoying when they're playing 80 cards in their deck and just have like the perfect 1, 2, 3, 4 curve. But what are you gonna do? All right, yeah, I guess. You play Prospector. Maybe we can like, you know, get a little lucky and double pile driver them, sneak some stuff in. We get to attack here, which is kind of cool. Sneak some more damage in. Oh, I got a pile driver here actually. Did I screw up? No, they just block pile driver with the goose. So I think it's better to hold it and try and like really get them with it later. I should have pile drivered. Just like guarantees a block from the goose. Yeah, I think I should have pile drivered on Prospector. I think that's actually wrong. That makes a goose block. Although our ideal scenario is that like we just surprise them with 2 pile drivers next turn. I don't know how we're going to do that exactly, but they could also just like fetch land, put the stupid card back on top of their deck, and then draw it with the bobble or whatever. Yeah, it's just a sanctuary. Alright, whatever. Alright, hold on a second. That's each opponent, right? It's not target. Tap all creatures your opponent's control, yeah, so they buy back bobble. Now we're just like locked. Alright, so whatever. I guess you win. That sucked. Definitely a little annoying that the 80 card deck is supposed to lack consistency. It's just literally just perfect curves on you because all their cards are so good, but whatever. Alright, 1 and 3. UR-Goblins isn't working too well, unfortunately. We're going to keep going here. We can finish strong. Remember, folks, check Co-host Apparel. Co-host Apparel, let's shop. Up, this ad's old. Uh-oh. Jim, you're fired. This sale is over. But go buy a pile driver shirt, alright? Here, I'll fix it. Everyone look away for a second. Don't look at the screen. Whatever you do, just don't look at the screen, okay? Go get your pile driver shirt. Join the pile drivers today. Jim 10, 10% off your order. Cool. CoLSapparel.shop. Keeping it 80 here. Keeping it 80 on Mogg Monday. Cool. CoLSapparel.shop. Check it out. Alright. Yorion, I choose you. Opponent. Opponent. Luris. Wow, it's weird. Almost all our opponents have companions. Alright, we'll keep. Sounds fun. Gonna fetch a just a blue or white land. And then we've got our Yorion mana rolled up. Blood Crypt. Let's see this. I mean, Mariner's probably our most annoying card for them. Ringleader's like the best card, but only opponent that a companion was Amulet Titan, 2 Yorion, 2 Luris. I mean, that's literally just Magic right now. You're playing against a companion basically every single round. And it's usually the same 4 companions. They took Munitions Expert? Wow, that is very, very interesting. That should speak volumes about their hand. Alright, let's play the old Mariner here. Very interesting card to take there. Very, very interesting. What would make them do that? Like, they have a creature that they don't want us to kill? We don't have any goblins in play, so like... And like, what could... Like, Cratermaker kills some creatures, you know? That's a weird one. Let's have 6, leave me alone. Dark Confidant. I guess that makes sense. I just kill it with the Cratermaker, like... Sling-Gang Lieutenant. Whatever. Kill the stupid thingy. Getting ziggy with it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Like, I suppose playing Cratermaker is a little less efficient, but it still kills it. You know, like... Now I have Ringleader or Sling-Gang next turn. We're building towards our Yorion. This all feels pretty awesome for us. Red, red. Swift Spear. What? What? Alright, didn't see that one coming. Sure. Perhaps they are more aggressive than they seemed. Alright, getting Ziggy with this. Now our Yorion is going to be live. Just going to play with Ziggy, though. So we can name Bird if we have to for some strange reason. I'm not really afraid of dying next turn. Maybe I should be, but... Mariner, Prospector, Warchief. So... I don't think they're playing Shadow because they have a basic Mountain. They didn't shock. They could be playing Shadow. So maybe we shouldn't attack? It could be like an aggressive Shadow deck. In which case attacking is very bad. But we also have Sling-Gang in our hand too. Now it's attacking. Whatever. Show me your worst. Show me your worst. We have Yorion too. They're going to bolt the Mariner. I'm sorry, I said Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike the Mariner. Then bolt the Ringleader, sure. Alright, so we're going to go to... They have 2 cards left now. Expert. I mean, I kind of like killing them, right? 2, 3. Yeah, we just kill them, alright, sure. No, 1 short, never mind. We can't. Warchief and Sling-Gang. Warchief. Wait. No, we can't kill them. We can go Warchief, Prospector, attack, put them to 5. Announce Sling-Gang for 3 mana. Sack Prospector, sack Warchief, tap land, cast Sling-Gang. But that's 8, 7, 6, 5. It's too short. Too short. Cute play, though. Cute play. Are we actually scared of dying here? Like, could just Warchief Mariner them. They would need, like, spell, Battle Rage or whatever. I think that's fine. I'm just going to risk that. Look, sometimes if they got it, they got it. Two cards in hand. Do it. Do it to me. Any bolt, whatever that targets me, also costs 2, so... Fetching a basic. Tapping a black and a red for... Lightning Bolt. Targeting my Warchief. Cool. Cool. I must say that Unsettled Mariner has been really, really good. Just saying. It's been quite nice. Look at this. They have a Shadow too. Doesn't matter. Bold. Bold. Fortune favors the bold. I'm just saying go. No attacks. Trigger your Dark Confidant. Aw, they scoop before the... Oh. They scoop before the Confidant trigger resolved. Boo. Alright, so... Some sort of, like, aggressive-y, prowessy Jund deck playing Dark Confidant and Monastery Spear. I would say if they're playing Dark Confidant, they're probably not playing... Probably not playing Shadow, because Dark Confidant's bad in Shadow decks. You just can't control the life loss. So I would say they're probably not playing Shadow. And I guess we're going to want some Brutalities, maybe. So no Trashmaster, kind of like the crappy, like the Chainwhirler. I mean, they do have a Dark Confidant, I guess, but Chainwhirler's not great. Probably could take those out. Take out Pashalik Mons and like Fanatic. Bring in like some Brutalities. Could bring in some Icons if we're scared of like Wrenn and 6. Kind of cool with that. And then Tarfire. Hello, Magic Online. Come on, wake up. Let's cut like Piledriver, I guess. Sure, let's try this. We're not really sure what they're doing. They show us 2 Bobs, 2 Swift Spears, and Lurrus, and Jund lands. Did they have a land in play that was a green land in play that was not Peterland? Like, are we sure they're playing green too? Alright, so a little awkward here on the old Icon plus Ziggy again, but we're going to keep this in. Put them all into 6, sure. Like they had Mountain, Swamp, I think Blood Crypt, Peterland. It's not even playing green, honestly. No 1-mana spell, go. They mulligan to 6 this game. I mean, our mana's worked basically perfectly the entire league, honestly. I've had no mana problems at all. We've been able to cast Yorion every game, cast Mariner every game. It's been pretty cool. Alright, never mind they are playing Shadow. They just end step shocked in a Blood Crypt. So, for nothing. Let's see, sure. Goodbye, Unsettled Mariner. It's nice knowing you. So we'll get a Steam Vents here, and then we'll get we have Ziggy. So we're all set on our Yorion mana. We're gonna want to get a basic land for our what's it called? Our Astrolabes. At some point. Just gonna play Cratermaker. If they kill it, whatever. Play an Icon next turn at the Ringleader, which is pretty good. So I would say if Cratermaker has a lane to attack next turn, I think we're not going to attack with it. They got a basic though. I don't understand what's going on, but that was shocking. Oligan's Command, even though they know I have an Icon in my hand. It's weird. Okay. Interesting. And we're going to play the Icon, so... Alright, you're up. Either other K command here, like... We're still casting Ringleader next turn. Abbot of Carol Keep. I love Abbot of Carol Keep. Super cool card. Reveals... Another abbot. Okay. Ooh, no land? Cool. Bloodstained Mire. I'm fine with that. Also conceals that we can cast Yorion next turn, which is actually pretty good for us, so... Is there a reason to get Swamp? Not really. Oh, yeah, we should be black cards. Never mind, there is. Forgot we sideboarded. Alright. Goblin Ringleader, let's go. Hitting Expert, Expert. Okay, so the big question now is, are we attacking or not? So if they're playing Shadows, this is the exact life total you don't want to attack into. But, so they end step fetch Shocked on turn 1 and didn't cast a spell, which is weird. And then, but then they fetched a basic, like a little bit later on, which is also weird. I'm going to say no on the attack. With all this gas available to us, I don't want to get punked out by Shadow. Now we have 2 experts, so like we get to go pretty bananas next turn. We also have the Yorion looming too, so we can like flicker the experts. They have both anyways, it doesn't matter, sure. It's totally fine. Good exchange for us, good exchange. They wouldn't play Shadow as a 1-1 against us. They would want to wait till it was larger. Kroxa? That's annoying, but sure. Keeping our lands here. The old Sling-Gang Lieutenant. Definitely some value in playing experts to flicker, but we have 1 card now. They can't play Kroxa next turn, but it's not really that bad for us, I don't think. Maybe just play Sling-Gang. I agree that everything in this match so far has said they don't play Shadow and they're playing Rakdos. I just don't understand why they fetch Shocked on that turn 1. Turn 1 they went Mire go, we played a tap land, and they went end step fetch Shock, do nothing, untap. Which is only a play a Shadow player would make usually, so I don't really get that, but it's possible it was a misclick. It's possible. Everything else from what their deck is says to me they're not playing Shadow. I would agree with that. Alright, so Kroxa, discard a card here, which is fine. And Catacombs, sure. They exiled Abbot of Carolkeep and left Bloodstained Mire in the graveyard? When they have Lurrus? What? I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm losing my mind. I don't know what's up. Goblin Warchief. They're just playing Yorion. Just flicker our Sling-Gang. Opponent is making some weird plays, for sure. Yorion, I choose you! Not the best Yorion of all time, but it's not bad. You know? It's definitely not bad. Also, a 4/5 flyer is like pretty hard for them to kill, so we're gonna go to 10. Get a Blood Crypt. Sure. I'm going to dump the Warchief here. I want to keep a answer to Lurrus in my hand. gonna block and drain. Don't want to get cheesed out here. In combat, black, red, red. Coal against command. Kill artifact, discard a card. Okay. Are they dead on board? Pretty close to it. Is there a follow-up? They say out, misplayed. Alright. Cool. Alright, so went 2 and 3. Definitely an amusing deck, and definitely, I must say that Unsettled Mariner definitely really surprised me. It was definitely really, really awesome in most of those games. Mariner's pretty great. Our mana base worked pretty well, honestly. Yorion as a card doesn't fit super well into Goblins as an archetype. It fits well with the cards. We definitely were able to blink our Ringleaders and blink our Sling-Gangs and do things like that. But it doesn't really help Goblins with its problems. Goblins is a little slow out of the gate sometimes and not necessarily great against non-interactive fast decks. Whereas Yorion is really, really good in slow, grindy games where Goblins like already is pretty good. But it's definitely cool, honestly. It definitely was, you know, if things are grindier, it definitely worked out really well. It was very, very good in those grindy games, for sure. It's like Jund and things like that. Just like, not very good. It's like Amulet and so on and so forth. But definitely a pretty fun experiment here. Was a 2-3. Could have easily been a 3-2. We drew a little better than a Jund matchup, of course. Punting the unfair land matchups in Tron and Amulet was a choice I made in deck building. We got crushed by Amulet, but deck was definitely fun. Definitely a fun time. So, Yorion, Goblins. Just gotta play a companion. You don't got a choice. Alright, Mogg Monday, folks. I love you. The stream's gonna keep going. Maybe the announcement to do. Mogg Monday, folks. Look for that announcement in a different video. Alright? We'll announce what's going on with me in our house and so on and so forth. Alright? Mogg Monday, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Every day. New video on the YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. 10 seconds.